What's happening, guys? Dave the Film Junkie here. Welcome to, I guess you could say almost like a special edition of the Vodka stream. We've got a pre-game show. What's happening, guys? Shh, I want to hear my voice. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, what's going on, guys? I feel like the lighting is just a little too... Okay, hold on. Maybe it's this... It's the screen. COVID. Gotta wash it down with some vodka. Oh, sorry. No, I was eating some beef jerky, and one of the little garlicky, little flaky things on it was like right there. And it's what's happening, guys? Anyways, welcome to a special. Like I said, it's like a pregame show. How you guys doing? Hey, what's up? That's right. The longest well, that'll be later. This is just a pregame. Yeah, what's going on there, Jose? How you doing? Thank you, Eric, for showing up. Should be definitely a fun night. Get the party started right here. Yeah, got Mr. Frank Grillo coming on. Well, it's pre-recorded, so we actually recorded it yesterday. What is this? Why so early? No, this is a pregame vodka stream. Just to let you guys know, I interviewed Frank Grillo yesterday because he has a new movie coming out today, which I have not watched yet because I haven't had time, but I plan on watching it tomorrow. It's called Boss Level. It's from director Joe Carnahan, which, come on, you don't know who Joe Carnahan is? You better. Smoking Aces, The Gray. Just what did he do recently? I'm totally drawing a blank, but it's just if you watch the trailer, it looks batshit crazy because that's the kind of movies that Joe Carnahan makes. He makes those batshit crazy movies, and this one's like a time loop thing again, but it has to do with an ex-special forces guy who just keeps on getting killed, and it looks batshit bonkers, man. So, who am I? What's going on, Jason? Who am I? What's going on, Anthony? How you doing? What is up? Crossbones on the Vodka stream. That's right. So it's a double feature. Yeah. So basically, this stream is only going to be like an hour, this little pregame, and then take a little 2-hour break. And then we'll be back, of course, for the actual full-on vodka stream at the normal time with Darkside himself, Mr. Ray Porter. That's right. I was trying to keep it as much, Justice League people as possible. But, all of a sudden, like when Frank Grillo's people was like, hey, would you mind like interviewing Frank Grillo? I'm like, when that gets sent over to me, I was like, no, I would rather do that after because right now I'm keeping it, Zack Snyder's Justice League. But then it was just like, I can't pass up that, because I've liked the guy since Purge Anarchy, and he just like he'll pop up in little roles right here. And Jesus Christ, man. The guy, if you follow on Instagram, the guy puts any of us to shame. The guy's like 55 years old, and the guy's like fucking jacked, like just etched out of freaking stone, and he's like doing these crazy like boxing workouts like early in the morning. 55, and I'm like, geez, it's incredible. So a little double feature here. Hi, darling. Tequila stream. Still vodka for me today. Cheers. It's a pregame. You know how like, you're going to go to a party or you're going to go to a sporting event or a concert, you pregame. So that's what this is. Pregame for the show with Darkside, which will be later. And that should be, of course, a lot of fun. We have lots to talk about. Let's just say, behind the scenes, with the normal panel guys, we're all kind of going, wow, we're going to be talking about this, talking about that, talking about this. It's going to be great. What's the WTF? What happened? What's going on there, guys? Yep, the A-Team. That's right. He did the A-Team, which wasn't bad. It was just, over the top and pretty ridiculous. But I thought the cast was great on the A-Team. I don't know about you guys. You had Liam Neeson, you had Bradley Cooper. What's that guy's name? I always forget his name. And then, of course, I forgot the MMA fighter's name, too, in the A-Team. I totally forgot his name. But what's the little guy's name who's always in Neil Blomkamp movies? Can you please tell us you brought up Bucky? Shut up. Yeah, brought up that. What's going on, Ryan? Yeah, he's in really good shape. We talk about workouts and diets and stuff like that because I was like, you know what? I gotta know, like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing to just like stay in that kind of shape and stuff? Hey, we got Rosemary here. What's up? Rampage. That's right. He did Rampage. That's right. Narc was crazy. But The Gray, that's one of those movies that, nobody talks about it. That's a fucking gem right there. That was like that was the first movie that him and that Grillo and Carnahan had together. But yeah, so Warrior. That's right. Well, trust me. We talk Warrior. We talk Captain America. There's more I wanted to talk about, and then I apologize to the patrons that submitted some questions. I didn't get to the questions, sadly, because it was a limited time. He's doing a lot of press, so they limited me down to they're 40 minutes tops. So it just got to that point, and I was like, all right, I got to wrap it up. So yeah, but it's a good conversation. He's a funny dude. You guys are gonna like. Well, we kind of go off. We rant about certain thing about the movie business. You guys are going to like that. Got to ask Ray how it feels to have Superman Sparta kicking me. I know. This is Krypton. No, this is Earth. I know. That the footage that's out there right now, the footage that's out there right now of Superman, all the footage that's come out, there's little TV spots that have additional footage from what we saw in the little teaser this morning. Yeah, I think that footage is almost there's more footage in there than there was in the teaser. There's more new footage. I don't know if you guys saw that, but crazy. Yeah, I should check out. I heard that. That's with what's his name? Patrick Wilson, right? Oh, is it? Oh, it's Chris Pine. Okay, Stretch. I thought Patrick Wilson was also in that. Why am I thinking Patrick Wilson? Wasn't he also in that? What's going on, Philip? And we got a Lock Zoo. How you doing? Yeah, we got Mr. Darren. Yep. Hello, cool guy. Am I not watching? Oh, that's tonight, huh? That's where Snyder's getting his award, right? Are they on? Are they streaming? I wonder what's going on with that. I have to go check that out. Well, while I'm streaming the interview, I'll check that out. Dave, Zach is getting an award right now. You're streaming. Okay, sorry guys. My bad. Let's see. Is it happening right now? Can we do a little tease here? What's going on here? Let's see. Trying to see if there's anybody posting the stream. Anybody got a link? Happening? Starting right now. Is it live? Is that what's happening? It's happening live, right? Is it? Or is it pre-recorded? I don't know. I'm not seeing anybody with the stream or anything. Wait. It's 1 a.m. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. where you live. Patrick Wilson is in it too. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, but Chris Pine's in there. Cool. King of live streaming. What's up, Will Diesel? Thank you, sir. Yeah, tonight I definitely am. Oh, man. And right after this, too, I'll be posting a little bit. I recorded earlier a little bit of a rant. A ranting spoiler review of WandaVision. Mainly ranting because of one thing, and I think you guys who all watched it probably know what I'm talking about. I think Ben was covering it. Dave, you guys going to be roasting? Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jose, because of the shirt rip. The thing is, though, I didn't think the shirt rip was going to be in it either. I know what you're talking about. Let's see. Ben was covering it? Somebody, let's see. Ben Shapiro? Just kidding. I don't know. I'm not seeing anybody talking about the streaming awards. I don't know. The finale was a letdown. Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Purchased? Yeah, we're roasting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can roast too. But I think Garza, of course, was a little more yeah, let's do this. He was a little more but at the same time, we've always suspected that was filmed, but that was going to be placed in Justice League 3 or something like that. And I kind of just went I doubt it's going to be in this because I think it was supposed to be. I thought that was going to be something that Snyder just agreed on doing. But then the question is, when he does that, is it the red symbol? Is it the red symbol or is it the silver symbol? I'm guessing it would be the red symbol, red and yellow symbol. Dave, will your first OnlyFans post be a reaction to Ben Affleck in the shower? Oh, butt fleck. I don't know, but I'm not seeing anything. About the awards, so seems like nobody's talking about it right now. So I mean, if they just started, it's not going to be for a while. It's not going to be for a while. But there's some great Superman shots in that little tease. There's some great freaking Superman shots. I'm seeing people posting. What the hell? Yeah, I'm seeing like people posting just like the stills, like right here. I'm gonna send this on. I'm gonna show this right here. All right, hold on. Let me do that. I mean, he just looks. It's just. I think it's. I mean, obviously, Cavill looks great as Superman no matter what. But I mean, come on. The fact that the fact that he just looks perfect now, and he doesn't have the weird little rapey face kind of thing. He doesn't have that anymore. So I think we're all just like, oh my God, he looks so good. He looks so good. Like this shot right here. I mean, look at this. See these shots right here. I mean, come on. That black suit too. I mean, I'm telling you, like, that chrome that's underneath the suit. I mean, it just pops when it's black and silver. I think that's why they kind of added more to it. That's why they wanted to make it more chrome-like, because they wanted it to be silvery like that, because it was going to be black and silver. See, Snyder knew it. Snyder fucking playing chess. Okay, yeah, they're not going to let me do the silver suit. Well, I think I could pull it off. So the suit got a little bit more, stuff underneath, just looking like a sexy beast right there. This guy, jeez, sexy beast, crazy man. Yeah, he just looks. Yeah, he looks too good to be. I mean, come on, we need more Superman from him. We definitely need more Superman. Yo, Dave, look up is it happening right now? Hollywood Critics Association channel. What is it on? Like, is it a YouTube channel or is it what? Somebody link me. Anybody got a link? You guys keep talking about the HCA Awards. And I'm like, okay, can I have a link? It's a link. Hollywood Critic. Yep. Oh, there we go. Hollywood Critics Association. Do they have something? Oh, it is live. Look at that. Oh, it's about to start right when I'm about to do my interview. But it's okay, guys. It's fine. Yeah, I badly timed, but what was I gonna do? It's gonna start in 15 minutes. So hey, let me go ahead and get the interview going, okay? And like I said, I'll be backstage, and I'll be back here just doing some stuff and maybe looking at that. But all right, guys, enjoy. It's about, like I said, it's about 40 minutes long. My interview with Frank Grillo. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. He was a funny dude. And like I said, he rants off about a certain something that you guys would totally love. So here we go, guys. Hey, guys, I am here with arguably the best hair in Hollywood right there. I'm telling you, man. What's going on, Mr. Frank Grillo? What is up? Even when you took off your beanie right now, it's still way better than what I got going on right here.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of. I wasn't blessed with many things, but for some reason, God decided to give me hair like pudding.
Dude, seriously, It is luscious. I am jealous. Because at the beginning, with all the stuff that's happening right now, at New Year's Eve, actually, all the haircut places were closed around here. So you know what I did? I bought some buzzers, and I just said, "Fuck it," shaved the whole thing off, man.
I do it all the time, dude. I did it the other day. I drank a little too much wine. I sat on my counter in my bathroom. I got my things, and I started to chump. And then my guy had to come to the house and fix the whole thing.
Yeah, I tried my best to, like, all right, I'm gonna do the sides first. I think I got this right. But when it came to the back, the back was just there's no way.
Here's what you can never do: cut your own hair.
No, you can't do that. You can definitely not do that. And I proved that to be the case. But it was fine. Shaved it off. It's kind of nice not have to deal with it. But luckily it's growing back. But thank you for joining me today, Frank. What do you got a drink in your hand? What's going on?
I just finished a little bit of vino.
There you go. A little bit of vino. Well, cheers to your little bit of vino. All right. Of course, Frank is going to be in the movie Boss Level, which shows up on Hulu tomorrow. And I suggest everybody go watch the trailer if you haven't. It looks pretty damn insane. There it is right there. Boss Level. Of course, you got Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, and of course, directed by Joe Carnahan right there. And yeah, it looks insane. We'll talk about that in a bit. So, Frank, are you used to all this right now, like doing press like this, now that with all the COVID stuff?
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal.
Yeah.
I've been on a bit of a bender as far as press, because I've had a few movies drop at the same time, coincidentally, because of COVID. And
you've been busy.
I've been doing press for about 3 weeks. So talking about yourself for 3 weeks is the best way to eventually just put a shotgun in your mouth.
That sounds about right. Oh man. I mean, it is pretty insane what's going on. How you been dealing with all like, the pandemic the past year? How's it been?
It was in the beginning, it was a bit difficult. We were, locked down, and I was in the middle of a divorce. So I managed that while being in COVID but now we've kind of got on the other side of it and pretty much living life as normal as we can. We wear masks, but back to kind of the normal stuff.
Yeah, hopefully it gets more normal now with the vaccinations and everything like that. I mean, jeez.
But LA's a shit show with everything. We're just, for some reason, this state is just absolutely.
Dude. It is. Hopefully it gets better. I mean, just with everything that's happening, like I said, I mean, that's why I had to shave my head at the beginning of the year. Because, just to try to find your mind. Yeah. So hopefully things, looks like things are going to be opening back up. I mean, mainly in other places, more than here. I know they're trying to work out things that are happening here, but it is pretty much a shit show. So I wanted to get to know you a little bit more. Obviously I know that you grew up in New York City, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And was acting always like, the dream, or what was the dream of Frank Grillo?
No, acting. Yeah. No, look, I don't know does people dream about being actors?
I think some people do.
Well, then they're stupid. I mean, that's what you dream about being as an actor. No, I just kind of, I don't know, it kind of found me in my 20s, and I never really took it that seriously, even when I was working. And I just kept working, whatever, TV stuff, and making a pretty good living. And it wasn't until I did the film Warrior.
Such a great film.
With Nolte, and I got to be friends with Nolte, and he kind of turned me on to really what acting was. And it really it was a light bulb moment for me. And Warrior, I can go back and say Warrior was kind of when I started acting, when I did Warrior.
Such a great film. I haven't watched it in a long time, but my God. I mean, you were perfect for it because obviously with your the fact that you're a fighter yourself, you've trained. I mean, Jesus Christ, it was a perfect role for you, and that movie was phenomenal. And when it comes to like your workout regimens, I mean, that's one of the things that I've admired about you. I mean, Jesus Christ, when I've seen like your Instagram and stuff and some of your workouts, take me through your day. Like, what's a normal Frank Grillo day when it comes to your workout?
Yeah, I mean, I wake up, fairly early and drink some coffee, and I head straight to the gym, usually the boxing gym. I box for an hour and a half or so with 2 separate trainers, 3 trainers, and then I'll do some strength and conditioning 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah. On top of that, and
so when you get up, it's just straight up what, black coffee or what? I
do bulletproof.
Bulletproof, okay.
Yeah, so okay. I don't eat very much.
That's what I was going to ask you too, because that's kind of been part of my regimen for about 3 years. Is like I wake up, I started doing the intermittent fasting thing, and then lately I've been just waking up and getting my day started, doing my stuff, doing my thing, and then I'll do my workout just completely on an empty stomach.
Yep, train empty. That's my motto.
Okay. So because I realize like when I do that, I have more energy. Like I've been trying to tell people that. I'm like, when you tell people that, they think you're fucking insane first.
Yeah, well, like, because this, especially in America, all the dum-dums think that, when they wake up in the morning that they don't have any energy storages, and there's the food that they ate at 8 o'clock the night before is gone.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's not. And you have, you have fat storages and you have sugar storages and you have plenty to go on. Yeah. And that's how you kind of maintain an ideal weight is to kind of burn the calories that have been stored, as opposed to constantly shoving food in your face and always feeling like you need to be full.
That's the American way right there.
Apparently. That is the American way. Yep.
I know. Sadly, but yeah, anytime I've told somebody like, I just did a fucking like whole on cardio workout on an empty stomach. Like, are you insane? Are you like going to die? I'm like, no, I feel great.
No, and then, I train on an empty stomach, and when I come home after training for a couple of hours, I'm still not eating. I still don't eat anything. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, there's been times where like I've actually worked out, and then like a couple hours later, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should probably fucking eat something now. And then that's
right. Or it'll be like 6 o'clock at night, and I'll be like, did I eat today? Yeah,
can't remember. And then when it comes to your diet, what are you mainly doing?
I'm like a paleo keto guy. I try to stay away from all of the grains and the wheat and all that shit.
Good man.
And the dairy. And, but it's not a religion. I got kids, and I got a girlfriend who's obese. So I have to, sometimes I have to eat all the shit she eats. No, I'm kidding. Actually, she's about 97 pounds.
Okay. I was like, interesting. New project?
She's sitting right over there, so seeing if she's paying attention.
I hope she liked that one. That was funny. No, I'm with you on that. I try to stay away from all that stuff too. And even last night I sent a picture to one of my friends. I had like I think I had like a 10-ounce steak and 2 avocados cut in half. And she That's it. She looked at it and goes, what the fuck? I'm like, what? I mean, I've barely eaten today. This is like my biggest meal of the day, right?
That's it. Well, you think about the amount of fat that's in that, good fat, and that, that satiates the stomach. You're golden. And then you don't get cravings, and, it's all this other nonsense that people do. That's why they're constantly craving sweets and, all the other shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes, usually when it comes to Saturdays, I always tell my followers, I'm like, what, that'll be like my cheat day. I'll wake up and I'm like, what, I want a breakfast sandwich from somewhere, and maybe a mocha iced coffee, and I'm like, but that's it. I stick it to that day. And then of course, my digestive system goes, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, but he's not eating.
Yeah, exactly. And then it starts going, get out, which is, yeah, you got to shock the system every now and again. So
it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. And then, so like every time you're like about to approach like a new role, is it just like, do you get on a different kind of diet, or is it just strictly always the same? It's always the same for you, right? Yeah,
I don't change my diet unless, like, for Boss Level, for this film that's coming out tomorrow, I wanted to look like a video game action hero. So I trained like a machine for about 3 months. I got myself to about 4% body fat.
Jesus
Christ.
And
I put on about 15 pounds of muscle.
Fucking
it was exhausting.
Well, I'm noticing the vein on your arm right there is looking pretty
I'm a lot leaner now, but I still have about 10 pounds of muscle. I still need to get even leaner yet, because it's a bit much to carry around.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then, when I first got familiar with you, I mean, even though like when I was looking at your filmography, I was like, oh my God, you were in Minority Report. You were in this, like, little things. And then but the first movie that I remember, small role, because it just says pre-crime cop. And I'm like, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
But then I remember when I went and saw Purge Anarchy, that's when I first got to like, oh, look at this guy. This guy seems like he might be a leading man type. He's pretty badass in this.
Right.
How you did 2 of the Purge movies, right?
Yeah, we're going to do another one.
Nice.
Me and DeMonico are going to do, I think, the 6th one. We're in the process of figuring it out now, to bring my character back and have him lead the way through a 6th Purge with DeMonico, the guy who originated the whole thing.
It's crazy where that franchise went, because I'm not going to lie. Like, when the first Purge came out, I was not a fan of it, because and the reason why I wasn't a fan is because I thought, wow, there's so much other potential that this could have been than just the family that's in their home. Yeah. But then that's where it went. So I was like, oh, okay. So that's fine.
What happened was that first Purge movie was not really meant to be the movie, but they only got a couple $1 million to make it, so they needed to make it a contained version. And when it became a success, when I came in and did Anarchy, that was the Purge. That was what he wanted to do.
That makes sense, because the whole time I'm going, okay, yeah, I like Ethan Hawke. I mean, this is fine, but I'm going, there's so much potential for what this could be. And then finally it went there, and the franchise just took off. And I'm like, okay,
man, it's, people don't realize those movies are not made for a lot of money, like 12 million bucks. And each one of them is made well over $300 or $350 million.
Crazy.
So they're quite successful. It's a quite successful franchise.
Yeah, it's I like where it's headed. So So then all this is happening for you, and then all of a sudden you get Rumlow, you get Crossbones, you get invited into Captain America Winter Soldier, which it's still my favorite MCU movie. 100%. Jesus Christ. I mean, when the Russos came in to be like, all right, now it's our turn to give our little creative talent to Captain America here. And fucking hell, did they really just like
I think it's the best,
it is.
And look at Redford, and look at the characters that are in it. Dan, there's just so many great actors. The script was phenomenal, and it was grounded in reality. And a lot of the effects are practical. It was really before they started going really big with the special effects.
Yeah.
So that's a special movie.
It really is a special movie, and I mean, everybody when they knew who your character was, they're like, what's going to happen? Is he going to become that Crossbones character? But I have to ask you though about that. I mean, obviously one of the best comic book movie scenes is that fucking elevator scene.
Yeah.
How long did it take to train, or not train for that, but choreograph all that? How many weeks did it take?
Well, we did a lot of training, a lot of choreography. That's the good thing about Marvel. You got a lot of time.
Yeah.
And so we spent a lot of time working out the choreography because it's such a contained space. And then it took a full week of shooting to shoot that one scene.
Yeah, that scene, the build up to it. Yeah. Everything about that scene when Steve is just standing there and everybody starts filing in, all the characters that and you just feel that tension, and then he's just like, all right, if anybody wants to step out, do it now. And then when it just goes, it is fucking bonkers. I mean, it's up there in like
one of the most iconic Marvel scenes.
It really is. And then just at the very end, that shot of him above where everybody's laid out and he just kicks the fucking shield right up like Marty McFly. It's like,
he's not. Hey, he's not that cool in real life.
What are you talking about? I heard Chris Evans can really do that shit. What are you talking about?
No, he's not that. No, he's great. He's one of my favorite people. I love him.
Oh yeah, I mean, even yesterday on Twitter, I love when he posts like just random stuff like what, I don't know if you saw it, but he posted a video. I guess he had in the first Captain America, he posted a video of like he said his two high school friends were like his assistants in the first Captain America. And one of them was filming all the behind the scenes stuff while the other one was like, bullshit, fuck that. I don't care. And I thought that was great that he posted something like that. He seems like a pretty down to earth dude.
Yes. He's got all his Boston boys. They always, they live in his house, and it's like a big frat house.
Ah, I'm sure it is, man. So then you got that. And then of course the character turns into Crossbones in Captain America Civil War. You had that awesome scene in the beginning of that movie. I mean, how was it putting on the Crossbones? I guess you could say an iconic costume. It's a pivotal Captain America villain. How was that the first time?
It was bittersweet because when I signed on to Marvel, we signed on to a 7-picture deal and blah 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 blah. To get the role is a big deal and it takes a long time.
Of course.
And it was unfortunate, but they went a different way. Once it became as big as it did, they went into that Avengers world.
Yeah.
And so they got out of the MCU and all that. So Crossbones kind of went quicker than any of us anticipated, which was too bad. But I have to tell you, and this is the power of Marvel. You would think that Crossbones was in the movie for an hour and a half, and if not, in the whole entire event. Because people come to this day, I say to them, you realize Crossbones in the movie for 12 minutes. That's it. I mean, that's the end.
Yeah.
And they don't, the staying power of this character I am just beside, I don't understand like what people.
Well, I mean, what's when it comes to like the movies and it's crazy how now it's all shifting to, TV shows now with all the streaming and everything. Yeah. But I mean, but at first, when it comes to these superhero movies, obviously, when it comes to these heroes, I mean, I'm a big Batman fan. How many villains does he have? He has so many villains. And then it's like you have these 2.5 to 3 hour movies that you can try to fit as much as you can. And then in between these movies, you're going to have like 3 or 4 years apart. So it's kind of like difficult to be like, okay, we have to we have to have this character and that character, but it, you know, it can end up just going quick, like you said. I mean, I obviously there's some people that want more crossbones, but it was like, well, we got to take it to this level, and you know.
And then look, you're in the world of the Avengers, where the you know, the obstacle of the circumstance is much bigger than crossbones, you know, which is so micro in the MCU. It's it's more just a bigger theme. And so where do you put them?
Yeah, exactly.
Get in, you know what I mean?
It's hard to like, okay, we got to squeeze them in right there, you know, it just because then all the, you know, all the fanboys were like, oh my God, I know what that is. And then it's like, then it's instant. And then some people are like, can we just have like a spinoff of something to get more of that?
They talked about it. There's something about fanboys though. They're amazing. Fanboys and fangirls.
I'm sure.
I'll tell you, they are loyal as the day is long.
Oh, you better believe it, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you've had your mess of like the good ones and the bad ones. You know,
I love them. I mean, they're dedicated. The ones that are that. I mean, they make a difference.
They really do. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like where everything's, you know, where everything's come now, because obviously, you know, you're growing up, you're a kid, you're reading these characters in the book, and now they're just like, they're all over the big screen and now the streaming screen. Yeah. And I mean, I'm loving where the MCU is going right now, because, you know, after Endgame, which of course you were a part of, which was, I love the fact that we're talking about the elevator scene. They had to kind of repurpose the elevator scene because of the time travel aspect. Yeah. Oh man, that was probably one of my favorite scenes in Endgame, was the fact that they brought that back. And then of course there's a little twist at the end of that one.
Yeah. I mean, there's, you know, again, there was it's become such an iconic piece in the world, and to bring it back into the Avengers movie was a smart idea.
Definitely a smart idea. So now we got Boss Level, which I mean if you're gonna do another time loop movie, do it like this. I mean,
well, you have Joe Carnahan do it.
You got to have he's the perfect one to do it. Of course, Joe Carnahan, which you've worked with many times. I mean, I think the first time you worked with him was with the Gray.
The Gray, yeah.
The Gray.
And then we did Wheelman together, and we started a production company. And so, you know, we've been partners now for almost 5 years. And this Boss Level's our fifth or sixth movie. And so, yeah, we're on a good roll, and we work together every day.
Okay, yeah. Your last Instagram video with The Rock's tequila.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Okay, please tell me The Rock saw that.
Whoa. Not only did he see it.
Yes.
Hold on. Stay with me for a second.
Okay.
I'll
take another little sip of my vodka.
Yeah, have a little sip of your vodka. Here's The Rock. He posted. I don't know if you could see it.
Just hold it up right there.
This is what he wrote. This is from our guy, The Rock, who today has 4,270,000 views of our video. He posted our video, and that's what he wrote. Can you?
There you go. I could see it right there. Yeah. Look at that. Frank Grillo is not only the Hollywood's best action stars, but he's a legit badass. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you got The Rock saying that. Come on,
man.
That's what,
dude. I could die. You
could die. Yes. I'm like, do you even need to continue? You don't even. Yeah, you could retire now. I mean, what? You can't go any. Well, when are you going to start?
I don't care what critics say. I don't care what.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. The Rock has spoken.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I mean, talking about just God coming down and going and just giving you a kiss on your ring. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you know what? I mean, hopefully one of these days you guys work together. I mean, I don't know if that's ever been discussed. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a titan.
I can imagine just like your guys' workouts. I mean, like, because I watch, he's a
weightlifter. I mean, that's a whole other level of.
I mean, what he's doing right now, because he's preparing for his first like full on, you know, comic book role with Black Adam, and the fact that he's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get bigger. I'm like, is that even fucking possible?
He's gigantic.
Jeez, I can't even imagine. Have you met him in real life? You've read him, right? No, you haven't. Oh dang. No. This needs to happen right here, guys. I mean, I'm just gonna vouch here.
I'm just a huge fan of him. Yeah. The way I was a huge fan of Arnold when I was young, just like
I was gonna ask you, like, was there any like inspirations now, like, you know, that you're in this action star, you have this action star.
Mel Gibson, one.
Mel Gibson, yes, which you've worked with twice, right?
Twice, and then I've recently become friends with Stallone.
Nice.
I mean, I'm hanging out at his house, and he's one of those guys. And
that's right. Didn't he post a video like not too long ago? Or
yeah,
you were there. That's right. Because I saw I'm like, look at all the people there, and then you were there too.
Yeah, me and Carnahan were there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys like that, it's he understood his audience, and again, these aren't movies that we're not looking for Oscars.
Exactly.
We're looking to make people have a good time.
Well, that's the thing about these movies. I mean, when I watched the trailers for that came out for Boss Level, it kind of reminded me. I mean, obviously the time loop. We've seen the time loop thing, but it's always nice when somebody gives like a fresh idea, because obviously it's you play a retired special forces agent who is basically living the day that he dies over and over again. And it's like, I mean, I love the opening where it's, you show up and you're like, give me a bottle of whatchamacallit, and you're just, yes. And then all of a sudden these assassins are coming in and they're just fucking you up. And then it shows the different ways that you're getting killed. And I'm like, what it kind of reminded me of, I don't remember Jason Statham and what was his movies that he was in where I'm totally drawing a blank right now, but just that high octane, no holds barred.
Like Transporter, those movies?
No, it's not Transporter. It's I'm totally drawing a blank. Crank. There it is. I was like, I knew there was the sequels like Crank, Crank, like Voltage, but it just reminded me of oh man, this is gonna be something that's just gonna be bam, 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 and it's gonna be entertaining as fuck right
that's
here.
Look, that's the purpose of these films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And you got Naomi Watts, you got Mel Gibson, which Mel Gibson, the last film that I watched Mel Gibson in was Fat Man. And I don't know if you saw that, where he played Santa Claus, a badass Santa Claus, which I'm like, yes. And I actually, I had the directors of Fat Man on the stream, and, talking to them about Mel. I mean, how is it working with Mel? I mean, just talk about it.
First of all, I was such a big he was such an influence.
Yeah.
But Mel is amazing, man. He's he's cool as fuck. He's egoless. He's not what you imagine Mel Gibson to be. He is one of the guys, and he's he comes prepared and ready to play, and he loves what he's doing, and I love him. He's a great dude. Like I want to work with him over and over again.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, one of the things that one of the directors said about Fat Man was they had to film in super cold temperatures and shit. So setting up shots and doing this and that. And usually the actors will be like, oh yeah, they're staying warm over here, like where heaters are, stuff like that. But Mel would be literally out there and be and just kind of looking around and just making suggestions.
That's what he does. That's exactly what he does. He doesn't impose his will. But he looks around and he makes suggestions, and they're just suggestions, and usually they're right. And that's what's beautiful about him. I mean, he's a stud, and he's a dude.
Yeah.
He's a man. He's a man. Yeah.
He seems like that. I mean, I must even they even said when they were setting up shots and it's freezing cold and they're setting up cameras and doing this stuff, and then all of a sudden they turn around and are like, Mel, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm just saying, maybe do it like this. Saying, but it would be not you got to do it like this. It would just be hey, just give him a suggestion. And yeah, they said the same thing. Yeah, we'll do it like that, Mel.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. I think he knows what he's talking about when it comes to directing.
Nice. I know, man. I mean, he's just I'm hoping that he gets that. I remember he talked about another Lethal Weapon, and I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're working on it. I know they're working on it. He's juggling a bunch of stuff, and he's made a nice comeback, and deservedly so. And fuck everybody who just just wants to continue to think that they. The man shouldn't be able to earn a living anymore and feed his family, and he made some mistakes, which he has repented for, and gone away for 10 years, and match the crime to the punishment and the punishment to the crime. But I always tell people, as soon as somebody starts, I go, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about what you think about Mel Gibson. So
it's because obviously it's not going to be, you've actually worked with the man. It's not going to be the same.
By the way, I want any of these people who are always, the first ones, and there's a couple of, there's a couple of critics that I'd like to get my hands on. in a gentle way, who just, don't even critique the film. They got to give you their opinion about Mel Gibson. And it's like,
There are some people, like some critics, that already have their review like written out before they see the fucking movie.
Yeah, they don't care about the movie. It's what can they say about me or Mel or Carnahan, and it's like, I mean, look, you could sit in your mother's basement and type on your computer, and it's awesome. I mean, great, good for you.
Sure, yeah, making that clickbait. Yeah, I know. It's just like, I mean. For instance, I mean, one of the movies that I've been pushing, and one of the directors, one of my all-time favorite directors, Zack Snyder. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you know who Zack Snyder is. He's finally getting his Justice League that's coming out. That got kind of taken from him, but now he's finally getting his vision. Critics, same thing. It's like they fucking they just go after the guy, and I'm like, why you go? Everybody who works with him, they always like rave about him, and they even say like what you said about Mel. It's like, yeah, he's just like a down to earth, nice, just a dude, just a good dude.
I don't even the fact that I don't even want to defend him, because who are they? Like what? Yeah. What do I know about your private life? Like, what do I know about the mistakes that you've made? You shit. Yeah.
And then when it comes
90% of them, look, there's a lot of great critics out there. Really they're great writers. They're great film historian. They understand film, but there's a lot of fucking lazy, stupid people who somehow got their fucking opinions on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's like,
it's about to bring her up. Rotten Tomatoes.
Like, what? You're the dumbest. This is the dumbest thing I've ever read.
Yeah, I know. When it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, I mean, it's a flawed system, sadly. I mean, I always tell people, like, okay, we got Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's always everybody's going to refer to that percentage. Sadly, that percentage is like the first fucking thing you see when you open up a movie. And I'm like, dig deeper, please. Like don't look at that percentage. Look at like more, like actually read some of the critiques. You could see who's full of shit, who pre-wrote this before they even saw the movie.
I know.
And then you can see who actually saw the movie and are actually giving their 100%.
And by the way, and my partner Joe Carnahan, who is no stranger to adversity, he said something interesting the other day. He said, "Look, I have read some of the great critics destroy me when they were critiquing a film, but they did it so eloquently and so intelligently and so intelligible that I said, wow, that is a great review, right? It's not positive, but they obviously know how to write, and they know what they saw. And so it's not that you hate the critic, that you hate the lazy critic."
Exactly. See, well said right there, man. I tell you what. And so when you were approached, or when you guys were developing Boss Level, did they already have like when all this came to be, was Mel Gibson already already attached, or like just thought about basically?
No, basically what it was a great script. It was me and Joe producing with our company.
Yeah.
It was
What's the company's name again?
War Party.
War Party. There you go.
And it was Joe directing. And then it was, here's a list of 5 movie stars, Mel being one of them. Yeah. And then here's a list of 5 movie stars, Naomi being one of them. And then it was a matter of who's going to fit the bill. You know what I mean? So, and that's the way movies get made.
You just got to, you put a list together and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm so glad. I mean, like I said, it's a top-notch cast, but I had to ask you too, because I remember for a bit there, you and Joe Carnahan had the idea for doing the Raid. So
we still do.
Okay, so that's still happening. Tell me.
Yeah, that's still happening. With that. It's not called The Raid anymore. No. It's a script called Xeno.
Xeno.
The Raid was an interesting concept, and we spoke to Gareth, the original creator of The Raid, and XYZ, the guys who put it out. And The Raid is a beloved title among the people who know about it, but
a very good cult following.
It's not a big domestic title.
Yeah, and
it's a very beloved film. And I've done 2 movies with Iko, who was the star of that movie. Mm-hmm. And the form of fighting, the silat, it was really original at the time. And so our vision for it and their vision to kind of make an Americanized version of The Raid, it was too different.
Okay.
So we have our idea about a story that takes place in a building with a lot of martial arts. That's not The Raid. It's called Xeno. And I think they're going to go make the American version of The Raid, and we're going to make our version of a different concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bet money that your guys is probably going to be a little bit better.
I would bet on that.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to put my money on you guys because I mean, just looking at your guys' history, I mean, one of my favorite Joe Carnahan movies is Smoking Aces. I mean,
man.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's
fun. That's fun.
Man. Yes, exactly. I mean, it was funny too because I remember like a long time ago because I've loved movies and I've always had ideas. I'm like, there'd be a cool idea of just like you had a bunch of assassins just going after one guy, and then all of a sudden Smoking Aces comes out, and I'm like, hey, there's the movie that I had in my head at one point, you know. And
when you watch Smoking Aces and you watch closely. How well choreographed the violence is with the music and the way it looks. I mean, people say, "Oh, it's a great B movie." I'm like, no, shut up.
Not a fucking B movie. Come
Another thing I hate: B and A movies.
Shut up.
By the way, it's so hard to do a drama. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. That's the whole. But go do a comedy and go do an action movie.
That's what I was just about to say. You know, I mean, there should be more.
Go make people laugh. Go make people laugh for 2 hours.
Yes, that I can. I mean, drama. Yes, it could be great. Yes, great.
Oh, when my kid gets hit by a car and I have to deal with the grief for 2 hours. It's so hard to be. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not.
But then, try to make a fucking comedy that's going to be iconic.
Right. Try to do with Jim Carrey.
Oh my God.
And the Farrelly brothers and all these brilliant dudes. Try to do that shit. Yeah.
I know there should be more like recognition of that. And I always say too, when it comes to stunt performing and all the shit like that goes into action films, I mean, stunt performers, they barely get shit. There should be an Academy Award category for stunt performance. Man.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
And I think eventually there will be, but there should be heroes of
these guys are putting like their lives on the line. They're getting their fucking, asses reamed, going through the ringer just to make something look like just, I mean, Jackie Chan is one of my all-time favorite action.
Oh, me too.
I mean, shit, you got him and then you got Tom Cruise who does his crazy shit too. And it's just like,
but God. I got friend, like my friend, Tony Jaa, like I have friends that really do their own things. And then I have friends that are actors who you guys think out there that they're badasses and they're pussies.
All right, go ahead and take a shot and start naming those.
I won't name them because they got to earn a living. They got families to feed.
I got it. I get it. But but like I said, like when we're talking about the Smoking Aces, like choreography and the violence, I mean, it seems like all that is present here in Boss Level. I mean, when you add that second trailer, it really shows. I mean, it must have been really fun to just like come up with like different ways for you to die.
Yeah, listen, Joe got a kick out of it.
I'm sure.
The best thing about him is he's got a great boisterous laugh.
Yes,
After every take, you knew it was good when you heard his laugh bellowing from behind the camera.
Oh, I'm sure, man. I mean, because I think it was the second trailer where you're like, they're showing like a lot of ways that you're gonna get fucking off.
Yeah,
I mean, and I love the fact that like there's like a scene in the trailer where your character knows exactly what's happening, so you literally are like someone's trying to attack you with a sword, and you're just like putting your clothes on as you're dodging all the sword swipes.
Right.
Hell, beautiful. I mean, that's taking comedy and action and blending them perfectly together there. That's not easy to do.
That's why The Rock said what he said. I don't know. Have you heard this? I mean, what he said? No, I'm joking.
No. Who's The Rock? I don't know. No, I know. I'm gonna look up that and read that whole thing. Like just that right there, just to blend the comedy with the action. I mean, that's taking two different things and just mashing them together and creating just unique art right there.
Yeah, it's not easy to do, and if you do it right, it
works perfectly.
Cool. Yeah,
I mean, I think that's one of the things that Jackie Chan was actually like. Just one of the things that he did so well was just blending like comedy elements, almost like Three Stooges elements, because using like stuff around him and as like tools.
I know Jackie, and he's a singular performer. I mean, what Jackie Chan has amassed in his career with he's done that whole kind of Chaplin-esque, you know. I mean,
Yep.
the man, and you know, he's like Lucille Ball meets Chaplin meets, you know what I mean? I mean, the guy is
Totally.
equal parts gymnast and martial artist and stunt. The man's amazing, and he's still doing it at 60 years old. I mean, he's still kicking.
Crazy. I know. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I remember the movie The Foreigner that came out like a couple of years ago that he was in, and I mean, obviously, it wasn't like, you know, crazy like Police Story or something or Rumble in the Bronx, but it was like it had its elements of like, you know, good fight choreography, and it showed his chops. It showed his acting chops, and I'm like, see, the Jackie Chan's got some chops, man.
And he's been around a long time, so I think he's learned. I think he's learned how to. You know, he also comes from a place in China.
Yeah.
That nuanced performances are not part of Chinese culture. It's not part of. I did a big movie in China called what was the movie I did? Wolf Warrior 2.
There it is.
Which made $1 billion, by the way. But
Nice.
you know, I learned a lot about, you know, Chinese cinema from being there for so long, and it's just, you know, it's culturally it's just different things. So, but he learned how to be a little subtle.
He really, he definitely did. So, what's the future for Frank Grillo right now?
I am off to start working again and do a bunch of movies. I'm finishing up the press for this one. I have Cop Shop that Joe and I just finished with Gerard Butler coming out. I have Hitman's Bodyguard 2 coming out. I have a movie with Josh Hartnett and Melissa Leo coming out. So, you know, a bunch of stuff happening and coming out. And I don't know. I think you'll be sick of me by June.
Nah, not at all. But yeah, you're just like you're a busy man right now. I love it.
Yeah,
freaking love it. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the interview up right now. Frank, you've been a delight, man. When all these numerous projects come out, please come back. And,
anytime.
Yeah, have a drink, and we'll do it again. So Frank Grillo, guys, make sure you check out Boss Level. It's coming out tomorrow on Hulu. Do that. If you haven't checked out the trailer, please do so. Check out all the trailers. It's fucking pure insanity. And I think everybody's going to love it. And I can't wait to watch it. And thank you, Frank, for joining me.
Man.
All right, dude.
Appreciate you. Thanks, brother.
All right, let's go back to the stream. See you guys over there. Oh, man. Okay, so I had it double muted. Oh, my God. Okay. We're good? You can hear me now, right? We're good. We good? All right, we're good. We're good. All right. Woo! There you go. That's why I needed like a producer like on tap. No. I had it double muted. I had my mic, I had the button muted, and then I had it muted right there too. We're good. We're good. All right, we're good. Okay. Yeah, somehow, I double muted just to make sure that everything was going to be a-okay, you know. So I had the mic and I had it muted on StreamYard too. So yeah, no, it's all Jose's fault. Jose, you know, since I made him a moderator, things are just fucked up now. I don't know if I should have done that. Maybe that was a mistake right there. But anyways, guys, Yes, it's like it's darker now. So sorry for the lighting's different because obviously it's almost 6 o'clock here in Cali. But how was Frank? Awesome dude, huh? Love that shit. God. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was a lot. He was fucking, I mean, right when he got on, he was just like, "Hey Dave, what's up, brother?" You know, he just kind of just got on there and it just was, it was great. And I told you guys, did I tell you he was going to be spitting some fucking fire about Rotten Tomatoes and critics? That's right. I knew you guys would absolutely love that. I knew you guys would love that when he was just, I wanted to bring that up because when we started veering into like, you know, critics and stuff like that, I was like, oh, let's talk about that. That'll be fun. So yeah, no, dude. I mean, the guy's 55. You guys realize that? That man is 55. I mean, that's why I was like, what is your workout regimen? What are you doing? I mean, Jesus Christ. Guy's fucking 55 years old. It's amazing. Man. Ooh, there you go, Viper. Yeah, you can play like Jonah Hex. But yeah. Frank was on my mom's soap opera. Yeah. Yeah, he's 55, man. It's crazy. Like, yeah, look it up. He's fucking 55 years old. That's why I was like, I mean, if you watch his Instagram, he does do some like facial stuff. So that's, I mean, it's good genetics, obviously. But I mean, that hair. That's why the first thing I said in the interview, I'm like, his fucking hair. He's got some goddamn luscious hair. It's just thick and just bam. It's like right up there, man. Yeah. You would think he's like in his like early 40s or something like that. Crazy. But yeah, when he started going off about the critics and Rotten Tomatoes and everything, I was like, yes, so good. I know. I can't wait to watch Boss Level. I'm definitely going to be watching that tomorrow. But yeah, missed the start. Did you? Yeah, we did talk about Warrior. We did Infinity. We talked about Warrior. Brought up Warrior. He talked about that. That was pretty much what. Like he was doing acting before, like commercials and stuff like that, and little tiny parts. But when he got that role in Warrior, he was like, "All right, I think I could do this." Because yeah, that kind of put him on the map. Because I remember first seeing him in The Purge, and then I saw Warrior. I don't know if that was like around the same time or something like that, but yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah, Saturday morning cards. Yeah, and yeah, guys, as all this was happening, I'm over here like on my phone. Because, you know, I got the YouTube feed right here and the StreamYard feed over there. And then I'm on my phone, of course, watching the Valiant, Zack Snyder getting the Valiant Award. And I watched that. I mean, yeah, talk about bad timing. I know, I get it. I should have probably waited till 6 o'clock to do this stream, but I just brain farted that. But yes, I saw the award. I saw the little trailer, the little Zack Snyder trailer that they put right before it. And that was pretty cool because it had Junkee XL's, you know, the new music from Zack Snyder's Justice League, from the crew, you know, that song right over like all of Zack Snyder's movies. It was gorgeous. I was like, oh, so good. So good. And then when we hear Zack Snyder talk, he talks and, you know, he's holding the award. He's talking about all, you know, everything. And then he brings up AFSP, which is great. And he talks about the fandom. And he talks about what the fandom has done when it comes to the billboards, when it comes to, you know, the bus stop and the flyover and stuff like that. He commended all that. He appreciated. I mean, this is what it's all about. Take that in, please. Because I know for some reason there's still people out there. I mean, I've seen meltdowns recently because of fucking invites when it comes to seeing the virtual premiere. But that's not what it's about. It's about AFSP. It's about bringing notice to what's happening. And he was acknowledging the whole fan base as one. Yes, we have our little petty differences, but the man was talking about everything in one. So let's just shut up for the next couple of weeks and let's just appreciate that, okay? And appreciate that the man is getting his vision out there because you saw the appreciation in his face as he's holding this award that's never been given to anybody else, okay? That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Fucking love that, man. I fucking love that. And then what ruined it? Scott Mendelson came on right after. Oh, no. Why? What? Hi, I'm Scott Mendelson. Oh, my God. What was that? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that was bad timing. And I was like, oh no. And I had to cut it out. I had to close that. Oh my Lord. Because I was like, yeah, Zach, yeah. And then all of a sudden, hi, I'm Scott Mendelson. I mean, did he sound a little like Little Nicky? A little bit like Little Nicky? Oof, man. I was like, way to ruin a moment. Way to ruin a moment. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That was just like, come on, guys. You really had to put him after Zach? Oh, why'd you have to do that? Oh, such a good moment. But anyways, guys. It was so hilarious. So hilarious. But anyways, all right. So there you go. Oh man, I got an itch in my nose. Oh, it's that COVID coming back. I hope that was international. I hope I saw it was like about 500 something people watching. And of course they're, like I said, it's all about the AFSP thing. Okay. It's not about who gets to watch the movie first. Jesus, man, I tell you what. It's not about that. It's not about that. I mean, we're all gonna be able to see it like whenever the fuck we want after on the 18th and so on. 3 days early. Ooh, jeez, my God. But that's what it's all about, and I'm so freaking happy for Zach, and it's great, and I can't wait to talk to him again. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for the pregame stream. So cheers. Take another little sip here. All right, so in 2 hours, less than 2 hours, we're going to be talking to Darkside. We're going to be I can't do the voice like he can. Maybe Ray Porter. Maybe he'll give us a little bit of voice since we've heard it now. Now he's got free range to do the voice now. I'm like, ooh, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. But yeah, guys, in 2 hours, the full-on Vodka stream will start. And, of course, I'll be setting up the Vodka Stream Lounge area. I might be setting it up a little bit differently today. I might be doing that because the way I have it set it up now, like usually I'm kind of like, I think I might do it differently now. Just a little bit differently, not like a lot. They're still going to see like the stuff in the background, but I think I might have it a little bit differently. I'm going to maybe a different angle or something like that. So anyways, guys, all right. So make sure you hit that thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, all that stuff, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit the join if you want to become a Film Junkie member. If you want to become a patron of a Film Junkie, do so with that. And then, of course, if you want to get a shirt like this one, the Vodka Stream shirt right there, go ahead and the link is also provided down below. And thank you to Frank Grillo again for taking the time to talk to me. Hopefully, he comes back. He's got a lot of projects, and I wouldn't mind talking to that guy again. He definitely was a lot of fun to talk to. Come back and have some more vino. I'll drink some vino with him next time. But yeah, thank you to him. Make sure you guys check out Boss Level. I'm definitely going to be checking it out tomorrow. And I'll do a first reaction, probably a full review of it and everything. So yeah, it's on Hulu as of right now. And all right, guys. So thank you for sticking with me right now. And I'll see you guys in less than 2 hours with Darkside. See ya.